So hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to learn about React Router DOM. So this is the most powerful way to handle the navigation in React applications. Okay, so whether you are a beginner or an experienced person, by end of this video, you will be able to build complex multi-page React application with easily. So the topics that we will cover in this video, so that are what we is React Router, installation and the setup of React Router DOM, basic routing like navigation and links, dynamic routes and URL parameters. After that, we will be looking upon the nested routes, protected routes, handling 404 pages, and browser router versus hash router. We will learn about that. And after that, in the end of this video, we are also implementing a project using the full routing system in a React application. Okay, React Router is a library for React that helps us implement navigation between different pages of a React application. Unlike the traditional server-side routing, React Router enables the client-side navigation, means it will only work in the client side. The routes at the backend won't be changed by this library. Okay, meaning it means the page doesn't reload when switching between pages, making app feel faster and more dynamic. Okay, so you will be thinking that how it works. Okay, so it uses the browser router to manage the app's history. Okay, and it provides the route component to define URL based views. It also offers the link and the nav link to navigate without reloading the page. Okay, so I have opened my VS Code. So in this VS Code, let's create a simple React project and also install the React Router DOM in it. So open the terminal. So npm create with @latest. So the project name, let's say React Router DOM. I think it's bad name. Let's say React Router. We are using the React. We are using the TypeScript. So it has created the React Router folder for us. So let's change the directory to React Router. Also install all the dependencies. All the dependencies. Now let's run this application npm run dev. So let's open it in the browser. So it is working fine. Now go to the source, go to the app.tsx, remove all these things from here. And just simply hello or whatever. Now what we have to do, now we have to install the React Router DOM, which is a npm package. So let's open the terminal and install the npm I React Router DOM. So this npm package you have to install. It is a React Router DOM library. Let's install. Also the types for this. Let's remove these things. Start the server. Once you have installed the React Router DOM library, now we can start defining routes in our React app. Okay. So if you have installed, let's create a new folder inside it and let's create a 2 3 pages. So let me create an pages. Inside a pages folder, let's say home page, and also create a about page. Also let's create a contact page, let's say. So in the home page, return home, about page, return about, and in contact page, return contact. I think it is visible to you now. So we have created the 3 pages inside this pages folder. Now what you have to do now, go to the app.tsx file. What you have to import, you have to import the browser router from React Router DOM. Okay, first of all import the browser router. Now you have to wrap the all the things inside this browser router component. So let's copy it. This is what you have to do. In the browser router, you have to wrap all the app folder which is it is returning. You can do it in the app folder, app file, or you can do it in the main.tsx. That doesn't matter. Okay, so we are doing it in the app.tsx file. It is okay. After that, we have to define the routes. Routes. We are having the routes, and inside the routes, we will be having a route. Every route, every route will be having a path. What should be the path? Let's say it is a home route, then the path should be slash, and also the element, which element should render when the browser goes to this route. So let's say we are rendering the home component. Let's say home. Okay, so go to the browser, and what we can see now, we can see here home page is being rendered. Whatever I will type here, this page will be rendered at the slash route. Welcome home page. Okay, now let's create a new route, copy it, and let's say it is a about page. uh let's sorry let's say about, and in the contact about, and also the contact. Now if anyone goes to about route, then about page should be rendered, and also if anyone go to contact route page, then contact should be rendered. Let's try it. If I go to the about page, then you can see about is rendered, and if I go to the contact page, then contact is being rendered. Now this is how you can define the routes. Now you will be thinking that we won't be typing it in the URL bar, right? So what will be the option for this? So let's create a nav bar. Let's say create a nav bar for this. Let me create a new file into the components folder, navbar.tsx, and let's say it is a nav bar which will return a simply nav, and inside this nav we will be having, let's say, three buttons. So let's so how will you create a button which will navigate us to the about page, contact page, or any home page? So here the React Router DOM provides us the link from the React Router DOMs. This is also a component. So what you have to do, you have to create a link, and inside this link there are two props. One is the to, where the this link should go, and also the children of this, which is the name that you want to display, let's say home. This is how you can create a link. And let's say, so I have defined three links over here. Okay, every link has a two component two sorry every link have two probes, which is the path of the link should redirect to, and also the thing that you want to display over it. Let's go to the browser, and I think, yeah, why we are not seeing, because we did not have imported it. Go to the app.tsx. Now can you guess where it should be imported? It should be imported at the top. Why? Because we want it to be displayed over, irrespective of the route, whether the route is whatever the route, it should occur. Okay, so this is the meaning of this, means it is not a part of any route, it is rendered every time. You can see now home, about, and contact. If I click on the home, then I am at home. If I click on the about, I will be going to the about. I will be, if I click on the contact, I will be redirected to the contact. Okay, so this is how you will navigate between the pages without reloading the page. If you, let's say, if you say that I am using the anchor tag you can use, but it won't be, it will reload your page. Let's say if I click on the, you can see the page is being reloaded, and if I click on here, then it is not being reloaded. So this is the difference between the link and anchor tag. So in this section we will be learning about the dynamic routes and the URL parameters. So let's say if you are having a, let's say, course, and every course have a unique ID. Okay, if I go to this page, then it should run, it should display something, it should display the content of the first course. If I go to the second ID, then it should show the content of the second, right? So this is called these are called the dynamic routes. How will you define that, and how will you navigate to the dynamic routes? So this thing we will learn in this section only. So here only also, uh let's create a new page called the simple course.tsx. Okay, so this is a simple page. Yep, and it will simply display the ID which is in the parameter. course id is something that we will look upon that. The main thing, how will you define that dynamic route inside these routes? How will you define that? So what you have to do, copy paste what we have to display here, course. The course also here should be the course id. The colon that I have put over here, it means it is a dynamic. It is not a fixed route. Every route which have a slash course slash something, then it should render this page only, this course page only. Okay, now you can understand. So let's yeah, now you can see this course id is printed over here. Let's say if I go to one, anything I print, I write in the URL, we will be redirected into the this course page only. Now, how will you read that course ID from the parameter and get the data from the backend, right? So here also the React router provides us the use params. It is a hook because it starts from use, so it is a hook. Okay, so you have to execute it hook, so you have to use params. And what was the name of that route that we have given? This course id, this should be the same as this course id, and here only we will display the course id. Now you can see whatever I will type over here, right? You can see this is how you will handle the dynamic routes and navigate to the dynamic routes. Okay, so let's say if you are having a nested routes, then how will you handle that? So let's look upon that. So what you have to do now, just simply create a parent route. Okay, so let's say dashboard. Okay, so we are having a slash dashboard route. Inside this dashboard, let's say we will be having the settings, profile and everything, right? So inside this dashboard route, you have to create the routes. So let's say path will be slash, not slash, settings. The element would be the let's create two more, three more pages. Dashboard.tsx, settings.tsx, and the profile.tsx. So RFCE, go to the settings, RFCE, go to the dashboard, RFCE. Okay, so I have created three pages: dashboard, profile and the settings. So at slash dashboard slash settings, we will be rendering the settings component, and at the profile we will be rendering the profile component. Okay, so let's go to the browser. Localhost slash dashboard let's go to the profile. If I go to the profile, then profile is rendered. If I go to the settings, then settings is rendered. And if I go to the home, then we don't have any pages at slash dashboard before. So how will you show any page at the dashboard? So what you can do, you can create another route, give it an index route, index, okay, and also just give the element. The element is dashboard. Just simply you have to give it a index. Now you can see there is a dashboard page also. So this is how you can create nested routes in the React router DOM. You don't have to much worry about it because it is very simple. Just you have to keep in mind that this index. Okay, so this is how you can create nested routes. Now come to the protected routes, because protected routes is very important in your application. If you want to create protected routes, so uh, what you have to do now, let's create a protected component, protected route.tsx. So this protected route, okay, think for think from the first principles. What a protected route protected route should look like. What it should do, it should just what it should do, it should firstly check if we are going to, or we are navigating to any page that is sensitive, that has sensitive information. It firstly check that the user has been logged in or not. After that, render all the pages that should be rendered. That's all it has to do. So just carry all the children's. We have to give the type to the children. What is the type of the children? React dot react element, and it should render all the children's. That's what it has to do. It is not protecting our routes till now because we are not checking the user is logged in or not. We are just created a top level component which take all the children and render all the children, and also it will check over here, check for the authentication or user. Okay, so in the app.tsx file, say this let's say this is a protected route. Dashboard is a protected route. How will you do that? You will just wrap this into a protected route component and pass dashboard as a children. That's what it has to do. Now we are not checking in the it is authenticated or not. Let's go to the protected route and simply uh, console.log hello. Oh, I am doing over here. Now you can see we are seeing hello over here. Why? Because whenever I will go to the this dashboard page, that protected route, this component will firstly check. It will here check for the authentication, and after this, if it is, let's implement it. How will you implement? You will just uh, check for the authentication. Let's say let auth is equal to true. Okay, so if auth, then just return the children, otherwise just return the you are not authenticated. You are not authenticated. So we have set the true, so it is the, if I set it to the false, then it will be saying that you are not authenticated. What else you can do? You can just simply then navigate to the user to the different page. Now what you can see that the user is present over the dashboard, so it should not come over here. If auth, then do this, otherwise else what it should do, it should or return navigate to navigate to the home page. Welcome to the home page. If I go to the slash dashboard, if I go to the slash dashboard, it won't allow me, because if I make it true, then I can go to the slash dashboard page. Slash dashboard page. Now I can go. So this is how you can protect your routes. So simply if you want to protect this one also, then you can also wrap it inside this one, like this. What happened? Uh, yep, like this. If you cannot go to the settings, you can, now you can go, because you are, I have set the true. If I set to the false, you won't be able to. So if you want to go to the dashboard slash profile, then profile you can go, but you cannot go to the settings page. So this is how you can protect all your routes. I hope you guys understood about the protecting routes. So this is how you can implement all the routes, all the routing system in your in your React application. So that's the wrap for this video. So I hope you guys have learned something new today. So if you found this video helpful, drop a like for this video and also subscribe this channel for more awesome content. Thank you guys.